Hello. Hey guys. So I have been slow going on these interviews lately, because I'm having a little bit of a rough time. Uh, so I'm graduating uh, grad school here, acting grad school, and before I came to grad school, I was in New York for 5 years, right? And uh, I was working a job that kind of was soul sucking, but I was making money from it. It was flexible, so I was able to go and audition, get work and stuff. And um, then I came to grad school, right? Uh, because I wanted to act all the time, and I did. I was acting all the time, um, every day, nearly every day. And and now that grad school is almost over, I'm very nervous and very scared to be entering the world again, New York again. And I'm not currently represented by any agents or managers. I've reached out to the past few days, I've reached out to 50 different managers via email, um, sending, you know, tailored cover letters, I guess you could say, tailored emails with all my materials and everything. I'm just very worried because I want to be able to go to New York and get auditions that are, I don't know, for work that I think I deserve for good stuff. I want to be going to New York and getting in the rooms that are well paying, that are for works that are well paid and like well written. The life of an actor, you have to you have to have so much endurance. I'm gonna have to do it again, I'm gonna have to go out there and I'm gonna have to audition. I'm gonna have to audition every other day for a year. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I mean, I'm able to do interviews, I guess, most days. The interviews too lately, like the last 2 weeks or so, maybe it's the energy I'm giving off to people, but like the guy who was, video 300. I'm so happy. I'm proud that I have done what I've done. That I've gotten 300 interviews under my belt. But 300 is not 1,000, and that is something that I want to hit. I want to hit 1,000 interviews, like legit talks. And the guy that I talked to on like a day or two ago, interview 300 was tiring for me. I felt like he was trying to get under my skin, and I was attempting to be as patient as possible, talking about something that I really love. And the guy, I don't know. I mean, you can check it out. I feel like the guy just was trying to avoid his own shit. I know that's what he's doing. That's why people are mean to other people or like try to dig down and get people at their pressure points. That's why people do it. It's because they're so deeply insecure and sad about themselves. And so not only am I hurt and had my feelings hurt from that, but I also feel awful that he feels that way about himself. And I told him, I said, I think you're a good guy. And he was like, I don't think he believed it. There's just so much sadness. There's so much sadness and pain in the world. And I think a lot of people just want uh, support. I think people really want love. It's tiring. It's sad. Um, I also watched, I had an acting class where I did very well this week with my amazing professor, Dariush Kashani, who has really opened me up and has made me feel way more confident about my film and TV skills. And the way that I really don't like watching myself on, especially when I act. Like I don't mind watching myself on these videos actually, but like watching myself act is really, I don't know. I just don't. The way I see myself and I hear myself in my head is not the way that other people see me and hear me. You know, so it makes me have it creates anxiety. It's anxiety inducing, I guess you can say. Um, but other than that, I'm finding it increasingly difficult to stay motivated with talking to people, strangers, you know. I mean, 300 is great. 300 in less than a year is pretty freaking good. I just know the world needs more. The world needs more of this. The world needs more of this. The world needs more of people like listening to each other, you know. I'm also becoming increasingly aware of how little I know and um, how other people like communicate and navigate in the world. And I only know like literally the base level of every single person's existence, you know. Even people that I know well, like really I only get them. And I think I get mad at this. I get mad at this because I think that other people understand other people really well. And the way I perceive things is that, oh, you know what? I'm going to, oh, 1 second. One of my candles went out and I'm going to light another one. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to light a mulled cider. Oh, I love candles. I love candles. Um, I think that a lot of people are very sensitive to how other people what other people are and what like their skills are and talents, and but I think a lot of people judge each other and so kind of close themselves off from others, from you know people that they know. And uh, where was I going with this thought? um oh but my perception of people is like I understand that people like want love and care, but I don't get really how people think and work. That's why I'm literally asking people like, please let me know how you work and how you function because I need explicit instructions and communication to be able to function in any kind of capacity. And it like other people are able to catch on to that seemingly very fast to me. Like to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, how are people able to like communicate so well? And I am. I just part of me thinks that I don't want to ascribe the label of dumb or slow. It just takes me more time to process. I process deeply about one thing, like deep. Or maybe I don't. I don't even fucking know. Well, guys, you're just like watching me be very vulnerable. Vulnerability is strength, right? Doesn't feel strong. I am not very vulnerable often, but right now I do feel vulnerable. I feel like I'm a fucking idiot. I feel like I'm a fucking idiot. This apple's been sitting here forever and it is not rotted. Something's wrong with this apple. I don't even know. I hope this is helpful for someone. It's helpful for me because I'm saying my feelings out loud, and that is helpful for processing. I mean, I miss my family. I miss my family. I'm poor. New York is going to be hard. Acting is going to be a trial. And I'm nervous I'm not ready. You know, my roommate is still awake. He's listening to everything I'm saying, probably. I mean, the walls are so thin. I hate feeling weak. I hate feeling like a fucking weakling. It's vulnerability, right? It's actually the strength to accept it, to see it, to feel it, to accept it in, and then to let it go, to acknowledge it, become aware, and let it go. It's harder. It's harder. It's easier said than done. Easier said than done. Jim Carrey, my man. Vulnerable. He's a vulnerable guy. Well, what else? Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been able to do more interviews. There are a lot of things going on in my head right now. I need to write. I think this is actually part of my problem. Is that I usually have a routine that I do. I've been, since the beginning of COVID, I've been having these like self-constructed routines. And lately I have not been doing them. Getting up in the morning and writing first thing. I haven't written in 3 days. 3 days. It's the longest that I've gone without writing. And I think my mind and my body and my soul are feeling that. I need to write. I need to continue to do interviews a little bit each day. I need to have a time of day that I just do it. you know, I look at my fingers and I'm like, oh, my fingers are so pudgy. So insecurities. Doing some meditation each day, going on my walk. I go on my walk every day, though. I do go on my walk every day. Reading. I'm not reading much lately. I'm not really. I mean, I'm almost done with my Oscar-nominated films, though. I've been watching movies. But maybe tomorrow I'll just make my list, do my list. I've already sent my emails to managers. I've been doing things. It's just I haven't been doing my real creative things, but I have been obsessing about these managers. I've sent out so many emails. I heard back from one though, which is promising. Seems like a really awesome lady. I looked up, I've done a lot of research on her and the management company, and it looks promising. So, but haven't signed anything yet. I've learned that you don't have the job until you've signed your contract. I've learned that the hard way. I'll tell that story another time. Maybe I'll write that in my book, which I have also stalled on. I was writing 1,000 words, for 3 weeks, and then that stopped. I just kind of stalled. Anyway, these are all things to just be aware of. Don't be hard on yourself about it. Just let it go. Acknowledge it. Understand it. Be aware of it, and then let it go. Anyway, I've been going now, I think, for 15 minutes, so I think that's about enough. But thank you guys for listening, and good luck out there. Put any comments, what, I guess my questions for you guys are what are you struggling with? What are you scared of? Who do you miss? What is something you're obsessing about? I wish I could hang out with some of you guys, Wish I could hang out with you, sit down for a beer, a nice stout. I love stouts. I love Guinness. I really love stouts. It'd be nice. Hang out at a bar. Thank you guys. This channel has been so important to me, and it's a place where you can learn something, and I can learn how to be a human being. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Love you.